Hi. So I'm going to probably title this video, what am I going to call it? American Freestyle Qigong, practice number 2. You can find practice number 1 somewhere else on YouTube. But, and I'll just talk a little about it. Qigong, I think it translates into something like life energy cultivation, and try any of this at your own risk. But I think of it a little like yoga, but a little more dynamic, a little more fluid. And just like there's Japanese jiu-jitsu, which they call jiu-jitsu, and there's Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which they call Brazilian jiu-jitsu. There's Chinese Qigong, and now there's Freestyle American Qigong. And so personally, I would say this is for health. I've heard people say that Aikido is for health, or it can be for health. I've heard people say that Qigong is for health, or yoga is for health. Yoga is perhaps also for spirituality. But American Freestyle Qigong, something I invented 2 weeks ago perhaps. I didn't really invent it. I'm sort of joking when I say that, really. Even speaking about it. But I'm not joking when I say it's something that I personally think is good for me, and I want to share, partially because I'm getting a dual purpose. Hopefully I'm sharing something positive with you, the viewer, and also I'm doing something positive for myself while I share this with you, the viewer. And the basic principles are movement, trying to incorporate some stretching. So you can't see it, but I'm moving in such a way that I feel a stretch on the inside of my calf, or inside of my thigh. So again, do this at your own risk. And then so some movement, stretching, and possibly also strengthening, which I'm going to do less because, for example, if I go down and up, you can't really see me, but again, I'm potentially, strengthening that muscle of the quad, or whatever. Or here, if I stand on my tippy toes, I'm strengthening some muscles, arguably. I'm not a exercise expert, but I'm sort of going off what I think is common sense. But so the freestyle part is doing whatever comes natural. So you're moving. So I could just sit here. I could just put a chair right here and sit on it and do nothing, and I wouldn't do anything that is at all Qigong like that, as far as I can tell. So if that was the case, I would be burning less calories. I would not be stretching or strengthening anything. I would be sedentary. And for that matter, I could simply sit at a computer, and if I want to try and be a little bit productive, I could type things out maybe. But if you look it up, go to a search engine and look up, health effects of being sedentary or health effects of sitting for long periods of time, I think you'll come to the same conclusion that I have, that it's not good for you. I think there's been quite a few studies to the point where it should almost be common sense that sitting for too much, being too sedentary, is not good for you. And this is almost like a mild form of exercise. Oh yeah, so I was saying though, so Qigong, the energy life cultivation, freestyle, because rather than a fixed form, you're sort of doing whatever feels natural. It's maybe a lot like dancing, but it's not dancing. And then American, because I'm American. And as far as I know, there's no Asian version of this. At least not that they call freestyle Qigong. So hence the American freestyle Qigong. But so again, by doing this, while I'm doing this, I'm shifting my weight back and forth. I'm going up on one toe and then the other. And one toe. So my left toe is up. My right toe is now up. So there's some movement. I'm not really getting much of a stretch, but I'm certainly burning more calories than if I was just sitting and typing this out and writing a book on it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have been getting little stretches in here all along. Some stretches. See, American Freestyle Qigong. And I could do this for, I don't know how long I'll do this for. I'll do it till again, it's freestyle, so you can do it for 20 seconds. Or 20 hours. I wouldn't recommend doing it for 20 hours because you got to eat and use the loo and whatnot. So I've been here about 5 minutes. Maybe I'll do a few more. I have some food in the fridge. If you can find, I think I mentioned it, if you look up my American Freestyle Qigong Practice #1 video, or if you've seen that, then you would know that I have some chicken, bell peppers, green bell peppers, and yellow onions that I took and fried in a pan. And they're just sitting there waiting for me to eat them. I'm looking forward to eating them quite a bit. I might watch some television, some streaming television. I'll find out. But no, this is feeling good. Again, I'm not dancing, but I'm sort of almost dancing. There is a book on Aikido called It's a Lot Like Dancing. I recommend it. There's a book called Psychiatric Slavery by a psychiatrist named Thomas Saz, who passed away in 2012. I'd recommend that. There's a book called Ending Aging that was written and co-authored by Aubrey de Grey and Michael Ray. I recommend that. What else? And again, you just do whatever feels natural. Do whatever feels natural. And if you look at, if you've ever seen music videos or shows of Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, he's doing very similar things. I mean, he stretches in every which way Anthony Kiedis does. And he's moving around. I once saw an interview and he said something like, I don't need exercise. I don't go to the gym because, I'm up doing shows and moving around. It's good enough exercise. I do go to a gym. I'm not going to stop. But, this is perhaps a supplement. If you're overweight, and have a lot of extra fat, if you're, check their doctor first, but or physician. But, why not go to a gym? And again, try this at your own risk, but you're welcome to try it. I've seen calorie burning charts of, like things saying, how much do common household activities burn. So if you're doing like housework, like laundry and cleaning up, it burns so many calories. If you're gardening, it burns so many calories. If you're like, what else? If you're walking, it burns so many calories. If you're sitting or lying down, it burns so many calories. So on and so forth. But certainly doing this, and again, my right arm's up and my left foot is on its toe. Now my right arm and my right foot, and now my left arm, my left foot. I'm getting a little bit of stretch here, certainly moving, and certainly by doing this, I'm burning more calories than if I'm just sitting sedentary. And again, this is the purpose of life energy cultivation, American Freestyle life energy cultivation, aka American Freestyle Qigong. Sort of like yoga, sort of like dancing, but it's neither one of those. I should go eat that chicken. It's gonna taste so good. And is there anything else here? I don't know. I think I'm gonna end it probably right about here. I think it's a good stopping point. 8 minutes in. Feel free to ask some questions if you have questions. This is not magical. This is not common sense. I mean, I think this is more common sense than mystical. I think I'm trying to explain the purpose in pretty clear language. If you want to go injure yourself, go do something like, well, no. I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, there's a lot riskier things to do than this. But again, do this at your own risk. So I'm gonna end it right there. Thanks for watching. Please share this video with others. Watch my other videos. Visit my websites and subscribe to this channel. So.